Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today's episode of What's Wrong With This One is brought to you by this 2007 Renault Clio Campus. Now, the problem this has is the cooling system is over pressurising. So I'm just going to show you now. This top hose is what we're going to just use. You can see that, I can squeeze that pretty easily. The car hasn't been run for a good few months now. So I'm just going to start it up and we'll just watch how quickly the pressure builds in that reservoir. If it builds, it was doing. See what happens. Right, so it's been running for about 3 minutes now, and this hose is starting to get harder and harder. And if we twist this, look at the fucking state of that. Woohoo! And that's after about 3 minutes. Should not be doing that at all. I've made a mess. Whoops. Right, so that's the fault we've got. I suppose we should discuss what's causing it. Now on this, 99% of the time is going to be the head gasket, or you know, the block or the cylinder head is warped. We've actually had this on the lift, well, 6 months ago or so now. I think what has caused this, the radiator's got a leak to it, so I think it may have lost its coolant, it's overheated. Maybe they haven't noticed, or they've just seen the coolant is low, topped it up, and then just obviously carried on as if, you know, the engine was fine, which turned out it wasn't. The other telltale is under the oil cap there is mayonnaise, or a mayonnaise-y type substance, which is where coolant is mixing with the engine oil. That is a telltale sort of sign that the head gasket's gone. Now, cooling systems do build up pressure, but obviously it takes time. The engine needs to be up to operating temperature before, you know, the pressure is generated by the water obviously turning into steam, expanding, and that's what creates the pressure. But yeah, this engine is still cold, shouldn't be exploding like that was. So I suppose we should get on to fixing it. So start ripping the head off. Plenty of room on this engine, you know, I could probably stand in front of the engine and work on it. So we'll I'm not going to show you the entire process. I'll come back when we're ready to lift the head off, and then you can see, hopefully, warped head or blown head gasket, whatever it's going to be. So see you soon. Right, that's the inlet manifold off now. Rocker cover, and look at the sludgy build up in there, and look at the state of that. It's going to need a deep clean. Right then, nearly ready to take the head off. Exhaust manifold is loose. Timing belt's off. I think it's down there. We'll be getting a new one of them, along with water pump, because it looks like that's been leaking as well. There's a bit of pink sort of crystallisation there. Thermostat housing removed, and that's it. I think there's they're E12s or E14s, so we'll get them cracked. Right, we've got all the bolts cracked now. I'm just going to battery ratchet them out. And these can get chucked because we're getting new ones when we refit this cylinder head. Just got a bit of cardboard to rest it on. Try and keep it from making as much of a mess as it perhaps would. That's ready to lift. Hopefully I've removed everything. There's an earth there that I've forgotten about. I'm a dickhead. What size is that then? 10mm. Let's try again. Oh. And there we are. This is the head gasket, and if we look there, that is probably going to be the cause of all our problems. That fucking sealing ring there is just fallen off. Yeah, so we shall get this head skimmed, clean the block up, make sure it's still level and true, and then reassemble it. Right, the cylinder block's all cleaned up now. Checked for trueness, levelness, straightness, and it's all good. Got the new head gasket, which I think sits around about there. Something like that. Splendid. Look at the shiny, shiny. Let's get it back together. Right, the head's all torqued up now. Brand new bolts, new head gasket. Gonna get this manifold on and that manifold on. I'm waiting on a cam belt kit, and then we can hopefully see if the fault is fixed. Right, engine's back together on the Clio. I've just got the sump plug undone. You can sort of see the drainer there. Gonna just put some scrapings of oil in it for now. Leave the old oil filter on, which I think is through there. Gonna run it, and then we'll drop the oil again, new filter, and then the correct oil. See how it looks on dipstick and in engine. If we need to flush it again, put another set of new oil in, we'll do that as well. Right, it's been about a week now. I've just topped this cooling system reservoir up. Still having a little drink by the looks of it. So obviously there's no pressure in there now. Just put the lid back on. Then we'll start it up. Going to run it for about 5 minutes and we'll see what pressure is in there after the 5 minutes. Hopefully it's little to none. So 21:30. So at 21:35 we shall come back. Right, there we are, 35. Let's go and see how much pressure's in that cooling system. Hopefully I don't look stupid. Now there shouldn't really be much. I think the cap's about at it as well. Out. Doesn't want to come off. There we are. So didn't explode this time, so I would say the bolt is fixed.